What do you feel like playing? If you've got another couple in you here?
Thank you for letting me play the mandolin. I just learned this, so it's kind of fun for me.
Sounds fantastic. I love the mandolin.
Well, thank you. I really suck at it right now. You're being very nice. I'm learning. It's just not that easy. All right, let's see if I can. I'll start this one.
Yeah.
Okay. As our conscience show, as the sweet breeze blow, as all kindness gone, hope still lingers on. I drink myself a newfound pity, sitting alone in New York City, and I don't know why. Are we listening? Hymns of offering. Have we eyes to see? Love is gathering. All the words that I've been reading now started the act of bleeding into one. So I walk upon high and I step to the edge to see my world below, and I laugh myself as the tears roll down. 'Cause it's the world I know. It's the world I know. Drink myself a newfound pity, sitting alone in New York City, and I don't know why. So I walk upon high and I step to the edge to see my world below, and I laugh myself while the tears roll down. It's the world I know. It's the world I know.
Collective Soul, The World I Know. Boy, that's an oldie, too. That's The World I Know. Fantastic. Never heard it on the mandolin before. Have you been doing it all along?
That's
on
the second time I've ever tried.
Second time. We're guinea pigs today, folks. Fantastic. We've got a few questions from the audience here. If you have anything you've always wanted to ask, Ed and Joel from Collective Soul, feel free. Got Catherine right here. What's your question for the guys?
I just wanted to actually congratulate the band for being inducted into the Georgia Hall of Fame.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Thank you so much. Very kind.
Yeah, congratulations. How did that bring you back to your roots, or have you left?
No, we never left. I think that's one reason they inducted us. They knew they couldn't get rid of us. They had to. We're from a little suburb south of Atlanta, and we all stayed there, lived there. We kind of scattered at one little period. Dean went to L.A. I went to Arizona for a second, but we, as I like to say, all came back to the fold. Joel never left. Joel has gone nowhere.
Same 15-mile radius my whole life.
He's close to the airport. That's all he cares about. But that's our home. It always will be. That's where we're raised. I feel it's a great place to raise my children also, and that's what's important to me.
Your family is very, very important, and you lost your father fairly recently too. And there's a nice tribute to him at the end of the CD as well, at the end of the latest CD.
Yeah, he was a Southern Baptist minister, so he was a preacher till the day he passed, and it was just a tribute. My father was cool in the sense that he was a spiritual man, but he was very open into the world. Because the first concert he took me to see was Johnny Cash, and then he took me to see Liberace, which is. So, as you might think, he was pretty open in his world of ministry, but he helped guide me. I think, in the older we got, the closer we got, which is great, because sometimes you can split apart. And he never discouraged. He was always encouraging what we did, and I think he helped me keep me grounded in the spiritual world of what I needed. And I think I opened him up to worldly things, which I think he needed. But at the end, the guys were kind enough. I'd been working on a hymn because that's kind of what we grew up with, hymns, and it's a little different than rock music. It's a little different structure, and I think the time had passed enough to where I felt comfortable presenting it and doing it, and the guys were kind enough to let me do it. And I'm very proud of the song. It's just, as I said, a tribute to my father.
Very nice. And there's always been a very nice spiritual angle in Collective Soul music too. Like it's always been.
Sometimes purposely, sometimes not. Just growing up in that environment for so long, the only book I read till I went to college was the Bible. I mean, I was publicly schooled in the state of Georgia. We didn't have to read much, to be honest with you. So I'm just being honest. I mean, first semester of college, the English teacher's like, all right, give me a thesis. I'm like, a what? Forget trying to spell the word. I was like, what does that mean? But now I've caught on. I'm a big avid reader, and education is very important to us now, and I think things are changing. But all I really read was the Bible growing up. That's the only, there's a lot of vowels and begots and all that craziness going on. They've been in some lyrics. They cut them out. Ed begot Joel.
Got a question right here. What do you think?
Ed, I have a question for you. A friend of mine, or actually it's my son's friend that's got an audition coming up in the spring for Berkeley.
Oh, nice.
And I just wanted to know about your experience at Berkeley and how you think it maybe influenced your music career.
Mine is going to be different than, because when I grew up, it was a very small town, Stockbridge, which we grew up south suburb of Atlanta. And at the time, was very, very small town. And my dad, being the minister, knew everybody, and I was very sheltered. I mean, my dad was sheltered because people always put on their best behavior when the preacher man's coming around. So when I went to Boston, it was really an eye-opening experience in life in general. Let's see, how do I say this and not get myself in trouble? I just experienced life, I should say. And so that's what I got out of Berkeley. And I remember actually walking around. Is these answers too long?
No, that's fine. This is
because I didn't know. I just wanted to get out and be around, surround myself with people that played music. Nobody played music where I grew up, guitar anyway. So anyway, I was walking around, and I wanted to be a songwriter, and I met a mailman. And he said, "You going to Berkeley?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I graduated." And he said, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to write songs." He said, "They're not going to teach you that there. Now, they will teach you theory, and they will teach you, how to be the best guitarist and things like that. So it depends on what your son's friend wanting to do with that school. But it taught me a lot of life, And all I wanted to do is write songs, and I don't think anybody can teach you that. I think you have to go, just experience life experiences, I guess, for better or worse."